Today is Monday. We usually do this show, the Ustream show, on Sunday, but I was flying and I didn't get a chance to do it. Well, independent, you say Crispy's out of control. What do you do now? It's time to get physical. Well, what did Crispy do now? Yeah, Snoop is legit. But like I said, I didn't get a chance to do this show yesterday. I really wanted to because there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. A lot of stuff we need to touch on. A lot of stuff we need to touch on. And I'm waiting on the room to get a little more packed up. So I like this. Sunday is better because everybody is at home doing their thing. But I didn't get a chance to do the show yesterday. I was going to do it very early because, see, the thing is, Hawaii is 6 hours behind, like, East Coast time. It's 3 hours behind West Coast time. I'm relaxed, man. I'm nice and relaxed, nice and tan. You dig? So, yeah, we had a real good time. Yeah, a lot of stuff we're going to talk about. I'm going to talk about Brother Umar, what's going on with my brother, which I stand by my brother. I want to talk about what's going on in the Dominican Republic right now. We ain't too much to say about that whole case bolt thing out there in I'm talk about that a little bit out there in Texas, where these white supremacists were. There's one white supremacist, Rich Kent, that's his name. He made a video talking all this old tough guy talk about how he's going to go run Al Sharpton out of town. And I told people, when people start saying when the white supremacists say Al Sharpton is a code word. Al Sharpton is a code word. Al Sharpton is a code word. Al Sharpton is a code word for black people. Because these white supremacists were going on and on about how this weekend they were going to run Al Sharpton out of town. The thing is, Al Sharpton never planned a rally in Houston. Al Sharpton never planned a rally in Houston. So who were they going to run out of town? They were really talking about black folks in general. And basically what they were doing, the white supremacists, they understand if they spew white supremacist rhetoric, they can get a few dollars out of it. And this dude, this Rich Kent guy, he's out there in Texas. Yeah, I'm a patriot and I'm going to run Al Sharpton and all of his protesters out of town. And then he put up a GoFundMe link where he started raising money. So he's just another race-baiting con artist. And that's what a lot of these people are. They use racial prejudice to kind of get money. They always talk about race pimps and all that. Don't nobody pimp harder than the white supremacists. The white supremacists, they created race pimping. Kevin McCoy, not really Kevin McCoy. The dude you just mentioned, not really. Not really Kevin McCoy. He's part of that Black Lives Matter movement, which it's too many frauds in that because it's backed by the white supremacists. And we're going to talk about the Dominican Republic in a minute. A lot of stuff we're going to talk about. But like I said, these dudes talking about they're going to run Al Sharpton out of town. Al Sharpton never planned to come in town, but they started using that to get money for themselves. So this dude, starts spewing all that racial talk and got him a lot of money. And today people found out he has a criminal record. He had all types of felonies. These white supremacists always talking about black crime and all this stuff. And they'd be the biggest pedophiles, thieves, murderers, the whole nine. That's why the melanoid God is bringing the karma on the white supremacists. And I don't like to get too spiritual. So the white supremacists out there in Dallas, they're going to co-sign T.J. Hooker case bolt, that officer running and doing barrel rolls to attack innocent black children who were trying to go swimming. And then what happened, one of their own, a crazed white supremacists, got an armored truck, an armored van, and started shooting up the police station out there. And you know what's funny about that guy? Because from what I understand, the guy who shot up was shooting at the police, the white dude, from what I've seen, he had some type of ties allegedly with the KKK. Because this dude I can't. What is his name? His name starts with a J. But the guy who shot up the police department out there in Texas, this dude got an armored van with gun holes in it, shooting at cops. He had all types of explosives. He's blowing up shit. He blew up one of the police robots. The robot got blown up. And they did not call this dude a terrorist for nothing. They did not call this dude a terrorist. As a matter of fact, CNN, when I was watching all that day, they didn't put that dude's mugshot or picture on TV. They went out of their way to not put that man's picture on television. James Bulware, that's his name. And what's funny, he threatened to do all this, to shoot up places. He threatened to do this a couple of years ago. That dude was actually on Facebook threatening a judge. A judge, he ruled in a case of like a child support case or whatever. And he was on the judge's Facebook page threatening the judge. It was a black lady, black female judge. They let this fool go on and on and on. So when people start hollering about, ain't no white supremacy, the hell it ain't. There was a case where a white drug dealer, the judge would not send him to jail. My man Rod Williams sent the link on my page. Shout out to Rod Williams. Rod, if you're in here, Rod, what city was that in where they wouldn't send this white drug dealer to jail? They got convicted of selling drugs, had cocaine. They wouldn't send him to jail because they were afraid that he was going to be around too many streetwise criminals. So they didn't send him to jail to basically save him. So let's not pretend, and black folks, you don't have the luxury to pretend that white supremacy does not exist. It's a real thing, and you gotta know how to maneuver and counter systematic white supremacy and replace that with a system of justice and minimize conflict. We need to teach white supremacy courses. But that James Bulware dude, the dude who shot up the police department down there in Dallas, I knew when I first saw the story, they were like, there's a man in an armored van. I was in Hawaii when I was watching all this go down. And they were like, yeah, it's somebody in an armored van that they bought off eBay, because that's where he got the van from, eBay. They said he's shooting at a police station. I knew it wasn't a black person. Number one, black folks ain't bold like that no more. Black people are kind of scary. That black people are too scary because that's almost like that's a kamikaze mission. That's a suicide mission to a certain degree. So black folks ain't gonna do nothing like that. That's number one. Number two, it's very rare black folks do that. Number two, when I saw that they bought the van off eBay and the van was like, I think the van cost like $8,000 or something. I said, oh, I know this ain't nobody black. When I saw that they bought the van off eBay, I'm like, no, some black folks, that van would have been at the damn club somewhere. They would have had to turn up before they shot up the damn police station. The van would have had rims on it. Them niggas would have tricked the van out. They would have pimped the van out, had some breezies up in there banging them before they... Niggas would have just... The bomb would have blew up on them niggas. They've been in the van bullshitting. In there trying to bang hoes. And the pipe bomb and going off on them and the hoes. So I knew it wasn't black. They be at the club trying to get women to get in the van with them and have drinks and all that other shit. I knew they weren't black. And got that van. That van would have had all types of weed and fur and drinks and Patron and brothers ain't gonna invest that type of money without turning up. Like, we got the thing. We got to get the most bang for our buck. Brothers ain't gonna invest no $8,000 in nothing without turning up. We so damn backwards. The shit would have had candy paint, all types of shit. You couldn't get away with nothing. Would have had McDonald's candy paint on it and all types of shit with switches. Ain't no black folks doing no shit like that, spending no money on no van without turning up. That's why you watch shows like First 48. These niggas they'll kill somebody, steal the car, and be out there cruising around in the car they done stole from a motherfucker they killed. And then be in the damn holding cell crying. It's fucked up. My life is over. Dumbass. We too backwards. Collectively we are. We got just, let's tell the truth, shame the devil. You dig? So I knew that was a white dude. And also, truth be told, if some black folks showed up and said, hey, I want to buy an armored van, the person selling it would have snitched on him anyway. Even if you were serious, they would have snitched on your ass. If you said, I'm going to buy an armored van, oh, they would have called the cops on you so fast. Man. Also, the niggas you were going to plan on doing the shooting with, they would have told on you. Niggas are the biggest snitches. Niggas that egg you on all day. Yeah, man, we're going to kill these crackers. We're going to shoot that shit up, nigga. We tired of this shit. Go get the van. You go get that van. A nigga sitting up there in the van with you with all types of wires on. With all types of surveillance. Egging you on. Watch out for the niggas who are egging you on. Black folks, people talk about a no snitching policy. That's the biggest lie ever propagated. They ain't no snitching. Black folks are the biggest tattletales on the planet. Ain't no snitching rule. That kills me when people talk about no snitching. Black folks are the biggest tattletales. They'll egg you on and do all types of shit while they telling on you. I think that's what happened with my man Eric Shepard. Eric Shepard, our brother, he's still in jail. Still no bail. All these coons and coonettes were egging my brother on. And he's still in jail right now with no bail. Oh, shit. Exactly. Soon as you get that van, niggas already online looking for shit they gonna spend their reward money on. We do any black folks, we whore ourselves out for some paper. We are the tellingest people, especially if there's a reward, everybody get the telling. Nigga got on the new Jordans and told on your ass. The poster to my left, that's blaxploitation. I got a lot of blaxploitation movie posters in my house. Man. Ain't no loyalty. The people who don't snitch are the white supremacists. They're the ones who don't snitch. The white supremacists got a no snitching rule. They don't tell on each other. And if you do, you get punished. That goes back to that Rachel Dolezal. How do you pronounce her name? Rachel Dolezal. I think that's how you pronounce her name. So that's going to tie into that. The white supremacists, they don't snitch. You got people who got these sundown towns where they done lynch black people and kill black people and drown them in swimming pools from back in the day. And they don't say nothing. They hold on to that shit to their grave. The white supremacists, they do not tell on each other. It's very rare. The young ones, just like some of these young white kids out here in Texas, they told on the older white people out there calling the black people racial names and all that. Hidden Colors 4 is going good. I got to do some more filming, I think next week. Dolezal. Okay. Dolezal? Okay, I'm going to have somebody call up and pronounce her name. Let me see who this is real quick. A lot of stuff we're going to talk about tonight. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Mr. Tariq.
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
This is Emmanuel from Atlanta, Georgia.
What's up, Emmanuel? What's on your mind?
I've been doing some heavy research into this whole thing, and I find it really comical that black people are the only people who accept, people from other racial groups into our group. If you go
Right.
and look in the Jewish Hall of Fame and the Polish Hall of Fame, you won't see a single black person.
Right.
But every time you look in the Black Hall of Fame, George Clinton, Bill Clinton, for instance, was accepted into the Black Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And it's just really comical that we are the only people who will always accept other people into our group. And I just want you to comment on that because I don't want to take up your time. But
no doubt. Okay, I'll comment on that now. Thank you for the call, brother. Yeah, we do that because black folks, we've been taught. Remember, we're subject to the white supremacists. We got to be very honest about our situation. That's the thing. We're subject to the white supremacists. And being subjected to the white supremacists, they inflict their ideology onto us. So we look at ourselves through their eyes and we value what they value and we devalue what they devalue. They devalue blackness, then we devalue blackness. They value whiteness, we value whiteness. So whenever they come around or anything closer to white comes around, we value it. Hispanic, we value. Arab, we value. Asian, we value. That's why Asians and Arabs and all these people come in our community, and we will trust them before a black person selling the same product. That's why black people will sit up and have Asians and Arabs literally talk to them from bulletproof counters and curse them out every day and make them get out of their store and not put a dime into the black community. They take everything out and spend it on their own community. But the minute a black person will set up shop, they'll start talking about, that nigga's trying to pimp some money out of us. That's the little white supremacists in you. That's the white supremacists in you talking. You got a little white supremacist in you, something that you can't even be. Black people have a little white supremacist in their minds that you have to exercise out. But let's get on the Rachel Dolezal. I think I'm pronouncing her name correctly. For those who don't know, it's a lady named Rachel Dolezal. She was the president of the Spokane, Washington NAACP. The big scandal came out when they found out she's supposed to be a black lady. She was telling people she was mixed. She had a black father. There was a picture of some random black man she was taking pictures with, and she was saying this was her father. She was mixed. Then her real parents, who she was so-called estranged from, came out and said, hey, this girl ain't mixed. She's white as hell. Here's her baby pictures. Here's her childhood pictures. And the woman she's a white woman. She's a white lady. A white lady pretending to be black for years. And a lot of people were confused by this because she has done some great things with the NAACP, a lot of good things for the community. She teaches black history studies, from what I understand, at certain universities. I'm not sure which one. So a lot of black folks were confused. A lot of black people were even giving her a pass to a certain degree. Like, oh, well, she's done good things, so we shouldn't be mad. She has some adopted brothers who were black. Her parents adopted some black children. She was saying that these were her children. So she was living this big lie. No, Pride. Now, watch that. Now, we got somebody in the room talking about she has mental illness. And I've heard a lot of black people say this. Man, she got mental illness. Black people, will you please stop making excuses for the white supremacists? That woman ain't got no damn mental illness. When you start talking about somebody has mental illnesses, you're giving them a pass. That woman ain't got people in this room right now talking that mental illness shit. Just like when a white supremacist shoot up some place, oh, he has mental illness. If a black person does it, oh, it's black culture. Y'all got to get out there and apologize for these niggas shooting. You dig? If a black person does something, all black people are made to apologize for that person. Just like with the riots and the uprising going on in Baltimore. The white supremacists start parading niggas on TV, making them apologize. Well, I think this should be peaceful now. This violence is wrong. Ray Lewis, this is wrong. This is wrong. All this fight don't need to stop. Oh, we were cooning it up. Niggas were cooning it up when all the niggas were cooning and apologizing. They had niggas in a line apologizing. But when somebody white does some ratchet shit, oh well, he didn't know what he was doing. He was mentally ill. That Rachel chick ain't shit wrong with her. Let's stop with the mental illness shit, all right? Just like this dude who shot up the police department out there in Dallas. He had sense enough to go get a car, get the shit registered, get it ready to shoot. He had sense enough to make bombs and all this old shit and time everything correctly. He had sense enough to do that. Now all of a sudden, he mentally ill. This woman, Rachel ain't no mentally ill. This woman that went to college, got like degrees. She's teaching all over the place. She's the president of the NAACP. This woman, she has good sense. She has good sense. So stop with the mental illness thing. See, the thing is, black people think that white supremacy is basically a white person beating you up, calling you nigga all the time. That's the thing that confuses black people. Y'all gotta stop being confused by that, black people. Just because somebody's not beating you up, that doesn't mean they're not practicing white supremacy on you. The deal with this woman is this. This is my conjecture. I have a few different theories about this woman. I got a few different theories about this woman. Now, one thing, again, she's already been deceptive. Now, it just came out today that this woman tried to sue, I think she tried to sue Howard University in 2002. She tried to sue them as a white woman, saying that they discriminated against her. They wouldn't let her get a teaching assistant job. So she tried to get her some little paper. She tried to use her white privilege. You dig? She tried to sue them for racism. So that shows you how liberal she is. She ain't that liberal. You dig a little deeper. These white supremacists are real slick. All right? Also, I'm going to get into that even deeper, but I think that woman might be an agent. I honestly think that woman could be an agent / informant. That's what it really looks like. You got to look at the history of the NAACP. The NAACP has had a history of having agents infiltrate the NAACP to spy and get information on the black community. As a matter of fact, if we want to go real deep, the NAACP got started so they could keep tabs on the black community. The NAACP's history, they got started with the whole Niagara movement and all that. Yeah, the NAACP was founded by white people. It was founded by white people. And we talk about this in Hidden Colors 4 that's coming up, by the way. So this is funny how this is going down. But the NAACP has been proven to spy on the black community and give the information to the FBI and the CIA. You know, they've been doing that for years. And the thing is this. Come on, we trust the white supremacists too damn much. Just because they're laughing and joking with you, we don't think that they can do some nefarious shit, dude. Y'all got to understand white supremacy, fam. Y'all got to understand white supremacy. So the thing is, the NAACP, they've always had white leadership or almost white leadership. They've always had white leadership and almost white leadership. They've always had it. People like Ben Zealous. Y'all Google Ben Zealous. He was one of the presidents of the NAACP. A lot of these so-called black organizations that's really funded by the white supremacists, they always have this certain black people who could pass either way. You understand? And that's not by accident. the Black Caucus. There's one dude. There's the chairman of the Black. I think it's the Black Caucus. GK. What the fuck is his name? Oh, let me Google this dude's name. I can't. I'm bad with names sometimes. GK. What the hell is his name? Hold on. I'm gonna look this guy's name up. He's another dude who looks damn near white. He's a black guy. See, they're black when it's convenient, but a lot of these people can easily pass for white. Okay. What the hell is this dude's name? G.K. Butterfield. That's his name. G.K. Butterfield. Look up G.K. Butterfield. Now, he's a representative out there in North Carolina. I think he's a congressman, but he's also the chairman of the, I think the National Black Caucus, one of those boule type organizations. He looks white. Now, he claims black. I mean, I think he has some black ancestry or whatever, but he can easily pass for white. G.K. Butterfield. Now, the mother got a fine-ass daughter. He has a daughter that's fine as shit. Black chick. But G.K. Butterfield, he's a black man, but he looks white. So again, you have a lot of these people in these organizations who are buffers for the black community and the white community. You understand? And that's by design. They got these people. There was another dude in the NAACP in the 1930s and 40s another one who could pass for white. What was his name? William. I'm so bad with names because I have to keep so much information. Walter White. There you go. Y'all right? Y'all on it. Walter White was another guy in the NAACP back in the 1920s, 30s, and 40s. Walter White was another dude who was a white guy who could pass for black or really pass for white. Is it Walter White or Walter Williams? Hold on. Let me make sure I'm saying the right name. Let me make sure I'm saying the right name. NAACP. Let me make sure I'm saying the right name. Hold on one second. I want to get these names right. Walter White. Okay, is it Walter White? Okay, I think it is Walter Francis White. Hold on. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you were right. Okay. Because I didn't want people to mistake him for Breaking Bad. But no, his name was Walter Francis White. And he was the head of the NAACP in the 20s, 30s, 40s. And he was technically a black guy, but he looked white. And they would use that to his advantage because what he would find out about, he would go around white people and find out about lynchings and let people in the NAACP know. Got it? Walter White would go around white people. He would find out about different lynchings that were planned, and he would kind of warn the black community. Now, with that being said, because he was accepted in the black community, do you think he could have done this thing in the reverse? He could have went to the white supremacists saying, hey, these niggas got this going on. Y'all better be careful. You understand? He could have did the same thing, which is what he probably did. Yo, you didn't know about Walter White? Yeah. NAACP, all these Ben Zealous, all these people could pass for white, dude. NAACP's been on that shit. Because the NAACP used these people as buffers for the white and the black community. Because they understand this. That's why I think that Rachel chick was an agent. I think they knew exactly what this woman was about. They knew her background. They knew. I think they knew. She's an agent. Allegedly. That's my conjecture. Because the thing is, if you have they understand that if you got a white person who's the head of the NAACP, and a lot of, not too many white women would want to be legitimately the head of a black organization. They got so many other things they can do and profit off of. White women got many other things that they could profit off of. Why would they legitimately want to be the head of a black organization and go around teaching blackness and all this old stuff? The thing is, instead of having a white person be the head of the NAACP, which black folks would accept anyway, they understand that black people are on their P's and Q's when there are white people around. They understand that black people kind of put their best foot forward when there are white people around. But if you got a person who kind of looks black and who's playing the black role, black people kind of let their guard down a little bit and talk a little more real. Got it? Black folks get to talking a little more real. Wait, the king, what you say? Wait. It wouldn't have made sense. Wait, the last theory Tariq said made no sense. It wouldn't have made sense for Walter White to be a double agent. If he was going to talk about lynchings to us, there's no reason to tell them that he let us know about. Okay, you totally missed the point. Didn't say that. Okay, you missed the point, and that's the problem. We don't need niggas out here missing the point right now. See, we got special education niggas out here who just don't get it. I didn't say that he's telling the white community that he told them about lynching. No, dude, no. I can't even slow the game down for you. When niggas start talking dumb, okay, go sit over there on the little table. Go sit at the little table. Grown folks are talking now. So, like I was saying, with this lady, her playing the black role, when you get around other black women and other black people, they're going to be more relaxed around you. And they're going to let their guard down and they're going to talk more and they'll be more a little realistic. So, again, I think this Rachel chick was a damn agent. I think she was an agent. I think there's a good possibility she could have been an agent. I'm not buying all of that stuff about she had mental illness and all that. I'm not buying none of that. And again, just for the fact that she just lying when she didn't have to lie, so what else is she lying about? If this woman can lie about being black and having black kids and just live a lie, what else is she lying about? I don't trust nothing that woman would say at this point. And also for the fact that she's supposed to be pro-black and teaching blackness, but she tried to use her whiteness to come up. She tried to use her whiteness to come up. Because you got to understand white supremacy. A lot of the white supremacists, they have this, what I call a Tarzan mentality. The Tarzan mentality is basically when the white supremacists, they are so privileged, not only can they master what goes on in their community, they could master the Negroes. And that's what the whole Tarzan thing was about. Tarzan was about this orphan kid who went to the jungles of Africa, who was raised by apes and all this old stuff, and he became the king of the jungle. Tarzan became the king of the Negroes and the apes and everybody. This white dude, he could be a better African than Africans could be. That's why the movie Tarzan was so popular. What's interesting about Tarzan, Edgar Burroughs, I think that's his name, he grew up in a sundown town in Illinois. I think Oak Park, Illinois. It was a sundown town when he was growing up. In the book Sundown Towns, they mention him. They mention the area he grew up in was a very strict sundown town that had a major anti-black policy. And the conjecture is that that anti-black policy led to a lot of his mentality going into the Tarzan movie novels. It's real deep, man. You got to get real deep with these folks, man. So, with that being said, when these white supremacists come around us, they learn how to master blackness. They learn how to master blackness. You understand? So they can control you. That's why you have white women out here teaching hip-hop classes. You got white record labels distributing our music. They've always mastered our music. Rock and roll was our music that they've mastered. R&B has been co-opted and now mastered by people in the dominant society now. Look at most R&B records that come out now. Robin Thicke, Justin Timberlake, what's that fat white woman's name? Adele, something like that. And then you had Amy Winehouse. So they learned, the white supremacists, they're all about mastering you at every cost. White supremacy means just that. White supremacy. Eminem, the biggest rapper is Eminem. So it's all about mastering you. Being your master. Being totally over you and totally controlling you. They can be black better than you. That's their mentality. But again, I think this woman could have been an agent. It's very possible that she could have been an agent. And we got to stop trusting people, and we got to stop giving people passes. Yes, Sam Smith, all these dudes. All the good R&B that you hear now is coming from people in the dominant society. They can be black better than you. And if they're like, look, we can master your music, we can master your songs, we can master your organizations, well, shit. Let's just master being you. We can master getting these tans, and let's master just being black. We can be you. Better than you. And people talk about how thorough this Rachel chick was in the NAACP. She probably did a lot of things. I'm not shocked. The white supremacists, they know how to do a lot of good things to hide the fact that they've done some slick shit. All slave masters weren't beating on their slaves. There were some slave masters who treated their slaves nice. But you're in a context of slavery. So you're still a slave. You dig? See, black folks can't master whiteness. That's the thing. We try our damnness. See, that's the thing. They're showing you how it's done. We can't master, we try to master whiteness all the time. My man asked a great question. He said, how do we master whiteness? You can't, and they know it. But they can master blackness, and that's what she was doing. I can be a Negro better than the Negroes. This woman was who tried to use her white privilege, and she was rejected from trying to use white privilege by suing the college. So she's like, shit, I'm going to get revenge on these niggas. I'm going to get revenge on these niggas. You dig? See, we can't master whiteness because they don't accept it. The white supremacists, they don't accept that. They don't accept bootleg whiteness. What's up, Max Proctor? They don't accept it if we try to master it. That's why we walk around with blonde weaves. Niggas walk around with the coon train talk, trying to master whiteness. They ain't buying. They'll use you for what they can use you for. But as far as bringing you in, accepting you, letting you run their shit, not in a million years, buddy. You can coon, all you little crispy coons out there buck dancing for massa, trying to master whiteness. Y'all coon for years and still ain't running shit. They'll call, like, we'll call you when we need you. See, the thing is, when they try to, the white supremacists, they master our blackness and put on blackface, they come up. When they put on blackface and afro wigs, I'm assuming that was an afro wig that Rachel chick had on. Hell, they became the president of our organizations. They became the president of our organizations by mastering blackness. That's how disorganized our shit is. That's why we need a code of conduct, family. That's why a code of conduct is very important. See, we got that slumming thing where the white supremacists have put us in a position to, we're the slumming people, where they can come and slum with us. So we're the slumming people. So we got to stop letting people come around us with the slumming. But yeah, what happened with this Rachel chick, her parents blew her cover. And they blew her cover because what she was doing, from what I understand, she was there was a case where somebody, her brother, who's white, allegedly molested somebody, and there was a case of child molestation. And from what I understand, Rachel was helping the victim that her brother allegedly molested. So the family said, okay, you done broke the code enough, but you ain't about to take some of our other white family members with you. So they punished her ass, and that's how the white supremacists are. They stuck to the code. That's a great example of how to use your code. Okay, God damn, hold on. Okay, we got a white supremacist in here now. Hold on. Let me throw him out. Okay. All right. Okay, I got okay, there we go. Because I'm trying to make a good point. We had a troll in here out. We had a troll in here that I had to take out. All right. Now, I was making a good point. But like I said, Rachel, she was going to testify, or from what I understand, she was going to help the victim of somebody that her brother allegedly molested. So the family said, hey, enough is enough. So now we're going to destroy her credibility and out her with her little facade that she has going. You see? So she broke code, and she was going to continue to break code, but they punished her for trying to break code. Let somebody call up. Let's see. Y'all better talk some real shit because I'm on a roll here. What's up? Who's calling?
Yeah, brother Nasheed, man, I'm trying to keep up with when you have a program, brother. How often do you have these programs?
I have it every Sunday, brother. Do you have a question, man? Because I'm on a roll here.
Okay, then give me the time on Sundays, brother. I'm stay tuned. What time on Sunday?
7 o'clock West Coast time. Thank you, brother. Come on, man. See, that's one of the reasons I didn't want to answer no calls right now. I know. That's one of the reasons I didn't want to answer no calls right now. I don't want the momentum to be broken up. That's why I'm not taking no calls right now, because I'm on a roll here. No calls, because people are going to just fuck the flow of the show up. Not adding to the conversation. Hey, man, when you do the show? All right. Because I hate when the flow is messed up. But that's what I'm saying about Rachel. Again, that Rachel, stop with the whole mental illness thing. You know, I think the woman could possibly be an agent. They're using this woman to get black people to let their guards down so she can get information from us to find out what's happening, to find out where the funding is coming from and all that stuff. And also, she was part of that, I think, some of that Black Lives Matter. I think she was a part of that whole fraudulent ass shit. There's so many frauds coming out of that shit. I've been told people about that George Soros funded Black Lives Matter. Whenever you see any of the Black Lives Matter people come around, be on alert. When they come around, just be on alert. Whenever somebody from the Black Lives Matter come around, be on alert. Just be on alert. Yeah, she was on that intersectional feminist stuff too. So a lot of those, the shea butter Twitter, the fake pretend feminists, black feminists on Twitter, they were co-signing some of that fuckery. And now they're trying to distance themselves from her. And that's very interesting. A lot of the shea butter Twitter going around talking about, oh shit, she racist and she shouldn't have did this. And these are the same Negro bedwenches who were co-signing those holla back street harassment white women who were on the same racial bullshit. So we got to stop going for the okie doke. Watch out for the shea butter Twitter. Oh yeah, she was a part of that. Rachel was part of that whole Black Lives Matter farce. That's why I've been going in on the shea butter Twitter pretend feminists for the longest, letting y'all know how fake and phony they are. I've been letting y'all know how phony they are. Speaking of phony shea butter fake feminists, they've been trying to drag our brother Umar Johnson through the mud. They've been trying to drag our brother Umar Johnson in the mud. Now, for those, there's a situation that happened with our brother Umar Johnson. With Umar, yeah, I know that night. I know, yeah. Fema Bedwench, she was the ringleader, which is, again, I've said that woman, everything about her is COINTELPRO-ish, CIA-ish, everything about her, and it keeps being proven to be more right every time, allegedly. But with Umar Johnson, our brother, and I stand by my brother. Umar is my brother. I support Umar in everything he does. But there was a situation with Umar. Umar had to even make a statement on his Instagram and his Facebook page. There was some woman that Umar got with. He didn't really do anything wrong. Umar, he got with this chick and they just had a little rendezvous, which you do. Umar's a single dude. Who was hashtagging me, Sister Soldier? Yeah, I think, did they put my name in that bullshit? They were trying to put my name in the mix somehow. But Umar, my brother, he had a little rendezvous with this thought. And the thought just kind of started putting his business all on the internet. Talking about Umar Johnson's having a relationship with the conscious stripper. She calls herself the conscious stripper. All right? So now the Shea Butter Twitter and the agents and the COINTELPRO people, they're using that to kind of slander Umar. For what reason, I don't know. Because Umar's single, he's not married. He met a thought, hit, and kept it pushing. But they're trying to scandalize brother for doing that. And from what that sounds like some COINTELPRO shit where they tried to set Umar up. Sound like some agents sent that woman to Umar. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like some COINTELPRO feds agents sent that woman to Umar deliberately, because sounds like, from what I see, she was plotting to put his business out there all along. You said the pretend feminist on Instagram had me hashtagged. All right, I see y'all. The Negro Bedouin CIA pretend feminist. I know y'all probably did have me hashtagged. I'm not shocked. Yeah, but the chick was probably paid to do that. Because when you look at her background, Umar talked about it. He's like, yeah, she's a maggot, and which is, she pretty much is. And she has 3 kids, from what I understand. She's older than him, so she's an old hoe. And hoe is not a bad thing, by the way. Hoe is, you're a sex worker. She's a sex worker. She's a stripper, and from what I understand, she's still a stripper, so she's hoeing. So she's an old hoe. Yeah, I'm calling her a hoe because that's when you sell ass, that's what a hoe is. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But I'm thinking this chick is like 40-something. An old hoe. Kind of too old to be hoeing. Now, she got body. Yeah, I saw some recent pictures of it. She got body in the whole 9. And I saw there was a picture of her and Umar. And she had an ankh and had the herbal tea look and all that old shit. With the little Kundalini outfit on, trying to downplay her thoughtness. And I've told people, y'all gotta beware of these fake Hotep-ass chicks coming around, batting their eyes, talking about Hotep brother. Dude, I've told people, Don't fall for that shit. Don't fall for these girls talking about they're the hotep with the ankh and herbal tea and the dashiki kente cloth chicks. If you dig into them, dig into their background, they got all types of Fed charges on them. I told y'all this, dude. I just got into it with somebody a few weeks ago. You dig? That's why you gotta keep an ear to the streets. You gotta keep an ear to the streets. I'm not fooled by these girls with the hotep and the ankhs and the kente cloths and the herbal tea and the oil and the shea butter. I'm not, I want to look into your background. Some of these women, when they're overdoing all that shit, they be having all types of little Fed cases you don't know about. I don't know how much I got to keep telling y'all this. They pop up out of nowhere. Hotep, brother. They show up at all the meetings. Hotep, brother, I got some bean pie for you, brother. I bake you some sweet potato kundalini cake. They doing all this old over-the-top shit, and brothers fall for it. And y'all don't know what kind of Fed charges these women be having. They be having real salty backgrounds. They be having all types of Fed charges that y'all don't know about, man. So this chick, she's an old hoe. She's still stripping. She's 40-something. And she got to be 40-something. She's still stripping. She's, sisters, when they take care of themselves, they age well. So her body is banging. So she can still get a couple of dollars at the strip joint. But this is an old hoe. And the worst kind of hoe is an old hoe. We're going to talk some game tonight. Let's get into some game. Let's crack the Mac lessons out tonight. See, that's why Mac lessons are very important. It's important to know your history, sociology, and the Macking. You got to tie all that shit in. We're going to chop up some ism about this shit tonight. Because that's why I mixed the street smart shit in there with it too. And I always bring the street shit in it to back up all the other stuff. But when you're dealing with an old hoe who probably got all types of charges, from what I understand, in one of Umar's posts, he was saying something about one of her oldest kids is in jail. This conscious stripper chick. One of her oldest children is in jail for something. So now you got to look at that. Now this chick has 2 or 3 kids. The oldest one is in jail. So now what kind of deal are they trying to cut with her to get her kid out of jail? You dig? You got to take all that in consideration. Because if this woman got 3 kids, she's still stripping, and one of her kids in jail, this motherfucker's a failure. You got an old hoe with a kid in jail, and she's still out here stripping. This is a lifelong fucking failure. All right? You got to look at that and take that in consideration. So now we're dealing with an old hoe who's still out here stripping, got a kid in jail. So this is an old hoe who never got out the game right, who's still in the game and did not get an exit strategy. The name of the game, family, let me talk about this, the ism. Out here hustling, especially if you're a female hustling, especially if you're in the sex industry, 24 years old is over the hill for a girl in the sex industry. If you're a female in the sex industry, hoeing, escort, whatever you're doing, 24 years old is considered over the hill. At 24 years old, you need to be getting out the game because you got a bunch of 18 and 19-year-old females who's shitting on you. Because the name of the game is youth, fly chicks, bad body, no baggage. That's the name of the game. That's the thing that makes the money. The newness of the women. So an old chick with mouths on her, psychological baggage, ain't nobody really trying to fuck with that too much. So 24 is over the hill. You got a chick who's in her 40s and still in the game. You didn't get an exit strategy. Now see, with white female sex workers and black female sex workers, it's 2 different things. White female sex workers, they get saved just like that. A white female sex worker, she catch her a good trick, he saves her ass. You see a lot of these soccer moms that's out around now. You know, every now and then they might wear some shorts and you see a little tattoo that looks kind of ratchet. Some old 40-something-year-old white woman. That white woman used to sell her ass back in the day. They used to work at Spearmint Rhino. They used to do a whole bunch of shit, but they got saved because they have a community that will do that. You can get saved if you're a white hoe. You can do a sex tape and still get saved as a white female. Look at Kim Kardashian. You notice there's no black version of Kim Kardashian. You ain't fucking your way to the top. As a black female, it don't work like that. So if you're in the sex industry, at around 24, you got to have an exit strategy available and ready. Got it? That's why you see a lot of old porn chicks, like real fat, doing appearances at clubs. They look a mess, still trying to hold on. You got old hoes, still, then got chubby, chunky. Then they got to do more degrading porn. You dig? Then they got to do gangbangs. Then they got to fuck midgets and goats. And they got to do all types of shit. Ghetto gaggers. They got to do a whole bunch of shit. Or when that runs out, because people get tired of seeing them on film, then they got to do appearances at ratchet clubs all around the country. Now, Corinne Steffens, you know, again, old hoe who had to get scandalous. So now you got another option. So either you're going to have to go the ratchet, desperate route of getting fat and sloppy and doing ratchet clubs and ratchet appearances all over the place, or you got to be more scandalous with the people you deal with. And in the black community, they reward old hoes for telling on prominent black people. That's what we got. That's why we have the love and hip hop culture. Now we have a culture, if you are a ratchet, stripper, hoe, skank, all you have to do is just tell on somebody prominent and you'll get props. And that's your exit strategy. So now you can get a little more miles on your little raggedy old decrepit cooch. Now if you say, well, I slept with this rapper, I fucked that rapper, I can get on TV or I can get internet fame or you can do the cat stacks thing or whatever and get a few more club appearances and all this stuff. You dig? So with this chick, the so-called conscious stripper, this was an old hoe with no exit strategy. It sounds like somebody stepped to her like, hey, you want to get your son out? You want to get your son out of jail? You want to get a couple of dollars? You want to make a name for yourself because you ain't doing shit. You're an old hoe. We got this guy named Umar that we got our eye on. Why don't you go down there and conjure up something with him? You dig? Why don't you go down there and get something started with him? And y'all don't understand that the feds will send people to have sex with you. There's a federal agent from the 1970s, a black dude named Dothard Perry, who told about everything that went on with the FBI, how they hired him and how they would hire people. The FBI, CIA would hire people to have sex with the Black Panthers and tell what happened. They tried to get him to have sex with the sister of a prominent lawyer, but he didn't want to do it because the chick didn't look good. Why is my son crying upstairs? But again, Dothard Perry, yeah, Othello, that was his code name. But they would hire people to have sex with. They would hire you to have sex with people. That was the name of the game. These agents will go as far as having people have sex with you and report back what's going on. Yeah, they did it with Tupac's mom. This is documented. They will have somebody come in your life and have a relationship with you and report everything you do. They sucking and slurping you and telling everything you do. So we think just because somebody's bouncing that ass on us, they're not telling on it. We got to get off that shit. We got to get off that. You dig? So this is what it sounds like they did with that chick. And it's very interesting. All the shea butter pretend feminists are jumping on this because, again, I've always said that these pretend feminists on Twitter and all that, these are CIA people or people who are funded by the CIA. I've always said that. So this is nothing new. I'm not shocked. These are the same people that wrote these slanderous, lying articles about me that weren't true. That CIA poison pen shit that the COINTELPRO people did back in the 1960s. They still do it now. But again, with Umar, he didn't do anything wrong. He just banged a little ratchet chick. He just banged a ratchet. And he didn't do anything wrong. What? You're supposed to bang ratchets. The only thing he should not have done was do all that cupcaking on the text messages. Exactly, Texas, and I'm not shocked. She's the main one. Anytime there's some bullshit, her name always comes up. Anytime there's some fuckery that has some CIA type of vibe to it, she's always in the mix. You notice that? That whole street harassment shit where they're talking about locking black men up and all that, her name was right there in the mix. Anytime there's some CIA type of fuckery, that woman's name is right there in the mix. I'm not shocked. Okay, I missed what you said, brother. There's a lot of people typing in here. But my brother Umar, he did nothing wrong. He ain't married. He's not married. He met a chick with a nice body and hit. The problem was what he should not have done, and I'm going to tell you guys, y'all going to have to stop doing this. Do not text these women all of this shit. Don't be texting them like that. Don't be talking like that on these text messages. Y'all got to stop doing that. That's the only part where Umar messed up. And Umar's my brother. I'm rocking with Umar. This is just some player shit. Umar was cupcaking on them text messages. I know that ass was probably good. She's an old hoe. You better have some good ass. Umar was cupcaking on them text messages. That's where he messed up right there. Don't you ever, I'm telling all you dudes, don't y'all be cupcaking on these text messages, man. Don't y'all be cupcaking on these text messages. That woman saved all that shit. Don't be cupcaking on them text messages. Don't do it. Remember, man, hustle. Think like a hustler. I think like if people who know me, y'all know I don't like talking on the phone at all. The rule is all phones are tapped. That's the hustle rule. All phones are tapped. That's the rule. All phones are tapped. Man, you keep them text messages cold and informal. Anybody who's ever talked to me or sent me a text message, y'all know, even an email. A lot of people say, man, your emails are kind of vague. Yes, I don't get too elaborate in email. I don't do all that talking like that. And we're in person. Yeah, I'll talk, but I'm not sending all of these elaborate emails. You say, why didn't he seek out a woman of higher caliber? She's a thought. The man wasn't trying to marry that woman. He was hitting it. He was hitting it. You mean, if he's trying to marry somebody, then you get a woman of higher caliber. But if you're just trying to hit, you hit. And if she's acting like she's down, let's get off that higher caliber thing. This is a thought with a nice ass who was acting like she was down. So they just got it in. He didn't do anything wrong. You ain't trying to get married that moment. Sometimes you meet a nice, cool little thought. You want to thought it up with him. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He didn't do anything wrong. She's trying to make something out of nothing, basically. Like, oh, look at Umar. He's wrong for messing with me, the stripper. Listen how that sounds. She's just an old hoe with nothing to lose. She was an old hoe with nothing to lose. With nothing to lose and everything to gain. And it really looks like somebody sent her. It really looks like somebody sent her. And what happens is basically with Shea Butter Twitter and the white supremacists, they understand if you just keep lying about a person and just putting it on the internet, a lot of people just kind of read headlines. If you just keep lying, they try to do that with me. They keep trying. They would, those same people would try to lie on me until I start suing people. Then they stop. I start hitting people with lawsuits for lying on me. I start hitting their asses up with lawsuits. That's how I get it done. I'm like, look, y'all are not. I'm not just going to I'm not going to argue with y'all on Twitter and all that old shit. Y'all keep lying. My lawyer's going to holler at you. I'm going to take what little bullshit money COINTELPRO is giving you. But their strategy is to just keep putting lies out and use this conscious stripper thing as a way to just put his name out there in a negative way. There is no scandal here. There is no scandal. There is no scandal. He just banged a chick with a nice ass who was a thought, and that's what it was. But then they tried to spin it, well, she's a stripper and he's conscious, and so what? Fuck out of here. Let's see who we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
What's going on, Tariq, man? It's Tony calling on South Charlotte.
Where you calling from, Tone?
South Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, there you go. What's on your mind, player?
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if you guys still talking about that Rachel chick incident or not.
Yeah, well, you can chime in on it. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I just wanted to get your take. And do you think that she was placed there strategically to ruin something that's going on in the Spokane chapter, or do you think she had...
Well, yeah, you're going to have to listen to the play. You sound like you just came in the room, so listen to the playback, and I touched on all of that, man. So thanks for the call. Okay, yeah, he's going to have to listen to the play. I hate when people come in the room late and they don't know what's going on, so he came in the room late. Don't forget, family, this is why we need a code of conduct. We need a code of conduct. Go to TariqLive.com. Get tickets to join me live on tour in a couple of weeks. My tour starts in a couple of weeks. TariqLive.com. I am doing a lecture, and it starts in Philly, as a matter of fact. My lecture starts in Philly. I'll be in Philly July 5th. That's Sunday. Then I will be in Atlanta July 11th. We're going to have a ball in Atlanta. Then I'm going to be in Detroit July 18th, the following week, which is Saturday. So everybody, you get your tickets at TariqLive.com. And I ride with Umar. We still support Umar. Umar did nothing wrong. Support the brother. We got to stop allowing people to bring stupid shit in the mix to try to slander us and slander people who are doing good things for shit that's normal. That's nothing to slander Umar about. But when you see somebody getting momentum, the white supremacists, they go out of their way to try to throw their minions at you. And that's all they're doing. The white supremacists are throwing their minions at them. It's a division thing. The white supremacists are very good at that. They're very good at that. So y'all don't go for that. They're saying nothing but some white supremacist back bullshit. They're the ones behind all that. These Shea Butter, Twitter, all of them, the white supremacists are funding them. They're the minions of white supremacy. What's Lodi saying? Y'all saying Lodi is... Who is Lodi? Let's see who's on the phone. Let's get some calls. What's up? Who's calling?
Question. Where is your proof that this woman was sent by the CIA?
That's my conjecture. That's what I'm saying. I suspect that she's
but you
sent by the
keep
CIA.
bringing it up, though, and you keep glossing over the facts. You're simplifying what Umar did and placing all the blame on the woman.
Wait. You just went from Rachel to Umar. So which one you want to talk about first?
Let's go with Umar.
All right, let's go with Umar. First of all, what's your name and where you from?
I am Napoleon.
And where you from, man?
Chicago.
Okay, are you a white guy? You sound like a white dude just being goofy right
now. Why does that matter?
Are you a white guy or not?
No.
Okay, well, that's not a hard question to answer, sir. So what do you think about? Oh, wait, no, stop. Let's not, because you're already trolling, and I'm gonna hit the button on your ass.
You don't have to talk over me and be rude.
Whoa. Now say what's on your mind. Don't start trolling now, because I'm gonna hit the button on you. What's on your mind?
You can hit your button. It's not gonna hurt me.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
Now you know that just hurt. You know that just hurt you. You know that hurt your dumb ass. Get off here, you fucking douche. All right, got his dumb ass off. Okay. Yep. How'd that feel? I bet that hurt, didn't it? We got the white supremacists in the building. We got the white supremacists in the building. Napoleon, fuck out of here. Trying to be slick. I'm from Chicago. Fuck, what black man's gonna call himself Napoleon? Hilarious. You know, is he from the Coley? That's what he sounds like. He's somebody trolling from that website. I see y'all, the Coley, whatever y'all name is. Coley, whatever. Somebody said he's from the Coley website. Pretending to be a person named Napoleon. Okay. Let's see who else we got. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? This is Morgan from Fresno, California again calling you, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind, fam?
Oh, man, I know you're chopping up game with everybody right now. I'm not trying to fuck up the flow of your show. But I just had a little issue going on. You see, the more conscious it seems that I'm getting, I try to enlighten my family and let them know. And it just seems like they kind of reject it. And they kind of put me to the side with it. So they're just like, oh, you shouldn't think like that. You know, if you just keep your head down, everything will be good. I'm just not fucking with that no more. So
yeah, and man, you got to understand this, man. When you become enlightened, the thing about enlightenment, you're going to have to charge a lot of the unenlightened or people who don't want to be enlightened. You're going to have to start charging them to the game, brother. That's just a fact of reality. We have this whole thing where we're supposed to save every damn black person, and it's just not going to work like that, man. A lot of black people, unfortunately, are suicidal. They have no desire to challenge or replace the system of white supremacy. It just seems like too much work. Black people just want to live in subjugation just long enough so it's not a painful death. It's that type of mentality with a lot of black folks. So standing up for yourself, that's just foreign to a lot of black folks out here. It's just like we're on a plantation in antebellum slavery. A lot of black folks were fine. They're like, I don't want to go out there in the wilderness. I don't know what's out there. Massa's gonna kill me. Let me die here on the plantation next to my family. I can die with my family. I don't want to die out there in the unknown. It's that type of mentality. Leave them where they be, and you go for yours, and you link up with other black people who want to be empowered. You feel me?
I feel you, man. Thank you for the knowledge, bro. You have a good night.
Much respect, man. The name of the game is getting around other people who want to be empowered. Your family are the first ones who are going to try to shit on you and sabotage you. Charge them to the game. You can still love your family. You can love them. You love your family, but you got bigger work to do if you're serious about empowerment. You got to hook up with other people who want to be empowered. Let's see who we got going on. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, yo, Flex, it's John from New York, man. I just want to give you a shout out because, man, on the real, when I heard about that Umar stuff last week, that's why I always say, I love what you say when you say the game is either in you or on you. Yeah. Because the minute I heard that shit about Umar, I knew that 7 Eastern Tone shit was in it. And then when I just did a little digging, I just saw it. So I just thank you for talking about that fighting for your dude Umar, man. That's all I got.
Much respect. Much respect, family. Exactly, dude. These same fake, fraudulent, pretend feminists who are not feminists, who just use the word misogyny over and over again, these people are sent by the white supremacists. Every time, what part of that don't y'all understand? Black people just kind of wait like 50 years later till the FBI paper comes out where they declassify the documents, then you see these niggas' names on there. Oh, damn, he was right 50 years ago. Y'all got to see it for what it is. Stop falling for these damn COINTELPRO ass tricks, man. Yeah, Umar was set up from the beginning. Umar didn't do shit wrong. They try to make it seem like he contradicted himself because he did an interview saying that he was celibate, but he kind of said that kind of in a tongue-in-cheek way, like, "Yeah, I'm celibate." Yeah. So when people look that hard to kind of get this aha thing on you, that's some shit that's backed by the white supremacists. That's some white supremacist backed bullshit. And black folks got to stop being on this shit where you want to see a black person who's trying to do something progressive. You want to see them get drug in the mud over some stupid shit that ain't even worth being drug in the mud over. It's not a contradiction. The dude didn't do anything. The dude didn't lie about nothing. He just banged a ratchet ass chick, which is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to bang ratchets and keep it pushing. Melanie, call up, Melanie. You say you have to use discernment. Call up. Ladies, call up. Give me your opinion on it. Ladies, what's up? Who's calling?
Hey, this is Emmanuel calling in from ATL, and I just want to hit on those points you're talking about.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And, I'm not even surprised about these fake Hotep, Kufi, Book of the Dead quoting females, because, we got them down, down here in Atlanta, too. And if you notice about these feminists, you remember what happened in Texas, where the black female, McKinley, Texas, where the black female was getting her head slammed into the floor. Did you notice that you didn't hear a single black feminist speak about that? Yet when Stephen A. Smith made his comment, they were all over him. It's that fake outrage you're talking about, brother. And that's just my comment. I just couldn't let you go without making that. Thank you.
Sir, man. Thanks for the call. Yeah, man. The Negro Bedouin's Twitter, that fake outrage is amazing. The Negro Bedouin Shea Butter fake feminist Twitter, they're hilarious with the fake outrage. Whatever white daddy tells them to be mad at, that's what they do. Y'all got to watch out for the Negro Bedouins. The Negro Bedouins is dangerous. There was one person, somebody sent me a link today, one of these Negro Bedouins got on TV One talking about the problem ain't really racism, it's sexism. Talking about sexism is a bigger problem than racism. There's a black female saying this. I can't think of her name right now, but they put her out there talking about it's that whole deflection intersectionality thing. When they start talking about sexism is bigger than racism, is more of a problem, and you got to be intersectional, these are minions of white supremacy trying to run game on the black community because they're put out there by the white supremacists. Let's see who we got here. What's up? Who's calling? Yo.
What's good, Tariq? How you doing?
What's up? Who's this?
Strike Jones, what's popping?
Hey, man, what's up? Where you calling from?
Miami.
All right, what's on your mind, fam?
Shit, man, I think people forget that, Umar Johnson and Phil Valentine, all these people are just regular people at the end of the day. I think they forget that they do make mistakes. Not saying this was a mistake.
This wasn't a mistake, though. This wasn't a mistake. What mistake?
It wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't. What's up?
Yeah, it wasn't a mistake. What mistake? People keep talking about what he did.
Yeah.
Umar didn't do shit wrong. He banged a thought. A single dude banged a thought. What do you supposed to do as a single dude but bang thoughts?
Of course, man. But at the end of the day, people are very sensitive. They're very overly sensitive right now. The media got them sensitive. So any little thing that people do that's kind of frowned upon, people want to gather around that. They want to be a part of the conversation.
Right.
Be a part of the trends.
Right.
A lot of that as well. Also, I want to touch up on how in Miami, you mentioned a white principal in Miami, a white Hispanic principal that was, I guess he's a principal of like a predominantly black school, right?
Right.
Yes. Well, I want to say that in Miami, I stay in Kendall, so I stay in a city that's predominantly Cuban and Colombian, and these people are just as racist as like
the white folks, if not even more racist than the white folks. Which is very interesting.
Yeah, oh yeah. Black people, we keep falling for the word minority, which we gotta stop using. Period. Don't ever use the word minority again. We think that all these other so-called minorities have something in common with us, and they are trying to amalgamate into the white society. So when they get over here, they take on the same viewpoints as the white supremacists. And we keep overlooking that. They don't let black folks get down over there in little Havana and all that old shit. They don't know. No. They shut
really,
it down.
They really don't, man. It's real bad down here. I mean, I'm from Seattle, so like, dealing with the Mexicans in Seattle was way different than Miami.
Yeah.
Here in Miami, they really don't fuck with black folks. Like, legitimately, they don't.
Really,
you know what I mean?
Real talk. People come over here and circle their wagons when they get over here, and we're the only ones sitting up here trying to be on that kumbaya with everybody like slaves. So we got to get that code of conduct, man. But thank you for the call, man.
Yep.
Yes, indeed, man. We got to get that code of conduct. That's why I got the code of conduct to a family. We got to get together and talk about this thing, man. In the Dominican Republic, man, they got a thing now where they have denied citizenship to people of Haitian descent. Even if the people have been there for years, even if they have no more ties to Haiti, people in the Dominican Republic with Haitian background, with Haitian ancestry, they have now denied them citizenship. What's up, sweetheart? What's up with my big son? My big old boy. What was he crying about?
Nothing. Oh. I'm gonna get some food.
Hey, boy.
Try to sleep now.
TJ sleep?
Yeah.
Taria sleep or TJ?
Yeah. TJ locked up in the room.
Oh, okay. What you going to get? Oh, I don't want that. Cool. All right. Let's see who we got. We're gonna get another phone call again. But yeah, like I said, in the Dominican Republic, man, they going back to that race-based shit, man. It's getting real heavy. They're going back to that race-based thing. What's up, Jovetta? You said there was another scandal where Umar was sleeping with a white woman in London. That's if I don't believe that, but if he did, so the fuck what?
He just had a bottle.
He just had a bottle. Yeah. All right, what's up? Who's calling?
Hi, this is Ashanti from Texas.
Hey, Ashanti from Texas. How are you?
I'm good.
So what's on your mind, Ashanti? From what part of Texas you in, Ashanti?
I'm in Fort Worth. Oh,
okay, you right out there by McKinney and all that old stuff, right?
Yeah. And it's really bad, here. As far as, I actually went to high school in a small town.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of, the black people, because I came from Louisiana to Texas, a lot of the black people have that, that white supremacist mentality. And they were actually, some of the people I went to high school with were, what is the word? They were taking sides with the police, doing that to a little girl.
Yeah.
And it's really, some of them actually woke up because they, everything that was going on in Baltimore and all over the country, they didn't really care about it. But now since it's in our backyard, now people are like, oh crap, this is what's going on, So
yeah.
I don't know. It's been really frustrating to say the least,
Because black people are scary as hell. It's better to start cooning than to say, well, you know what? There's a problem, and we don't know how to challenge and combat this white supremacy. That's a very hard thing for a lot of black people to wake up and say, hey, man, we don't know how to. I want to learn how to do this. I don't know how to combat this. It's hard to say that, but it's easy to say, well, what about black on black crime? Well, she shouldn't have been out there yelling, talking to that cop like that. It's easy to be a little buck dancing slave. It's easy to do that.
Right.
And we got to stop trying to take the easy route, and we need to be very honest about our situation. We're in a situation of subjugation, and we don't know how to stop the subjugation, and we need to figure it out. And to say that, to learn anything, you have to put yourself in you have to admit to being in a vulnerable position. Black folks, we love faking the damn funk. We always try to pretend we always got shit together, and we don't. We always try to pretend that we know every goddamn thing, and we don't. We always have to pretend that we don't need no help. I can do all this by myself. I's independent. That dumb shit. The white supremacists will promote that silly shit because they know how childlike it is. A real person will say, "Hey, look, I need to know the answers. I want to learn the answers because I'm in a position that's not where I want to be." It takes a lot of courage to say that. And we got to get out of denial and be realistic about where we are with this thing. We're subjects of white supremacy. All that coon train, we need to stop sagging. There was an old black man somewhere in Tennessee spent $6,000 on a sign talking about Black Lives Matter, so let's stop killing ourselves. That coon shit ain't gonna stop these white supremacists. All you're doing is putting up a big surrender sign. Because after we stop killing ourselves, quote unquote, after we stop sagging, after we stop cursing and all this whatever, we still got to deal with white supremacy. So what are we going to do about that? You dig?
Right.
Thank you so much for the call, Asante.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she is chilling.
You want anything?
Not from no damn no Pollo Loco. You know, I'm a Del Taco dude, my damn self. A couple of turkey tacos, a couple of fries. You did? Turkey tacos and fries, shout it. That'd be the business.
Disgusting.
Turkey tacos and fries is the business. You feel me? Man. But yeah, black folks, we got this shit where, you know, we love to just run our goddamn mouths just to be running our mouths. That's that being incapacitated. That's that convict mentality. When you're capacitated, when you're locked down, when you're in capacity, to bide your time, to get time off, to let time go freely as a defense mechanism of being incarcerated. And that's what white supremacy does to you. White supremacy creates a situation of incarceration. The plantations, that was incarceration. Being in prison today, that's incarceration. Being in economically deprived areas is basically incarceration because you don't have a way to get out of it. See, the white supremacists, they learn how to put you into incarceration economically. So you don't have to have jail cells to, Brother Neely Fuller calls that greater confinement. What are you looking for, man? Is TJ out?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, what you looking for? My wallet.
He's upstairs.
My wallet's upstairs in my drawer. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, you're in a situation of incarceration. You're in a situation of incarceration, and being incarcerated to pass time, you learn how to run your goddamn mouth. You learn how to just do shit for attention. You just talk and run your mouth nonstop, not knowing what you're talking about, never stopping and saying, hey, I need some answers. We become, when you're subject of white supremacy, you basically turn into entertainment for the white supremacists. You become white supremacy's entertainment. I put up a picture on my Facebook page. Let me find it real quickly. There was a Target ad where these models. There was a Target ad and they had these models. And they had like 4 white women and 1 black woman. And I've said this a million times on the show because they used to do this with Gabby Sidibe. They would get the actress, Gabby Sidibe, and they would put her next to a bunch of slim, very attractive white women. They would do that all the time. They would do that all the time with her. Hold on one second. Let me find this picture. And this ad with these models, they did the same thing. Target put out a swimsuit ad for the summer, and there's a bunch of slim white women with 1 big fat black woman. Hold on, let me see if I can, let me show the picture real quickly. Hold on one second. Hold on 1 second, fam. Hold on. 1 second. Let me show y'all the picture. Hold on 1 second. Let me scroll down and get it. Okay, hold on. Skip this ad. Continue the site. Okay. I hate some of these websites where they got like a million damn. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let me. Okay, here it is. Here it is. All right. This is it. Okay, see, don't you start getting turned up more, fella. All right, now this is the picture. What are you saying, Asir? Okay, this is the picture. I had to go find it. Oh, you had a burp, buddy. Oh, my son had a big baby burp. All right. Okay, let me find this picture for y'all real quick. Hold on 1 second. It's taking just a minute. Okay, hold on, let me do this. Hold on. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me find that picture for you. Okay, how come I can't find the damn picture? Okay, why is this shit so damn giving me a hard time? Let me rename the picture. Hold on. I want to show y'all this picture. Hold on. All right, hold on 1 second. Now let me try it again. Technical difficulties. Okay, here it is. All right. All right, this is the picture right here. All right. So I put that up on my Facebook page. We're talking about this because they have always done this. The white supremacists will always get like an overweight black woman and juxtapose her against very slim, model-esque white women as a way to diss. And we put this up on my Facebook page, and there was some coons out there. Well, man, ain't nothing wrong with the big girl. The big girl just be happy she getting work. What you looking at, man? Just be happy she's getting work. She's getting a job. She's modeling. What is my son doing? What are you doing, buddy? My voice scaring you? So a lot of people on my Facebook page were actually making excuses and trying to justify the girl being up there. Man, ain't nothing wrong with her. Y'all need to accept fat people. The big girls can get props too, you know. And my thing is this. Sometimes black people play dumb. Sometimes black people play dumb. Sometimes black people know, wait a minute, I'm being clowned, but I don't care that I'm being clowned. That's the thing. Because that's what you're really saying. You're like, look, I know that the white, because you can't look at this picture and pretend that they're giving you any kind of props. You can't pretend that they're giving that woman any kind of props. You can clearly tell that they're clowning. Now, he just had a bottle. He's good. He might want his pacifier, though. Here, buddy. So you can clearly show they're clowning. Because they don't never put no real, it's very rare when they put a real attractive black woman against other equally attractive white women, because what's going to happen, you're going to automatically look at the black woman. If you get a black woman who's fly and put her next to other fly white women, the eye is going to go on the sister. The attractive black woman, you're going to look at her. You're naturally going to look at her. So if you get an overweight black woman, it's not going to make the white women look bad. You know what I'm saying? That's an old trick. That's an old trick that they've used. They used to do that in them old movies. Like, look at Gone with the Wind. They put the attractive white women around all the fat mammies and all that to make the white women look better. Whenever you see a fat white woman, it's always for comedic effect. They never put her up there on some serious supermodel shit. Whenever you see a fat white woman in the media or press or whatever, it's always a comedic effect about it. There's two white women who are comedic actresses. One is Melissa McCarthy, whatever her name is, and that other fat white lady, the British one, she's in that Pitch Perfect movie. So whenever you see pictures of her, you ever see her, the one from that Pitch Perfect movie, whatever the movie is called, I don't know what it's called. But whenever you see her, that fat white woman, she's always doing something real silly and goofy. Like when she was on the MTV Movie Awards show, she came out dressed real goofy. She's always in the picture looking goofy, making a goofy face. So they make sure that she's in on the joke. Or that Melissa McCarthy, she's always in a comedic role or looking goofy. They make sure she's in on the joke. But they get the black women out there and have them acting like real models and trying to make them act comparatively sexy, and that's the joke. The joke is on them. Am I scaring you with my voice, buddy? My son gets real jumpy with noises. He's real jumpy when he hears noises. You all right, buddy? Rebel Wilson, that's her name. That's her name, Rebel Wilson. Rebel Wilson, exactly. And they had one fat white model, a plus size model, who got it. Oh, you had another burp, buddy? There was another big overweight white woman who got in trouble for talking about black men love her. Oh, black men love me. I'm like, oh, hold on. Now let's chill with that shit. Whoa, let's chill with that now. Broke men like you. Well, don't put that shit on us. Don't put it all on us. Don't put that black men like fat women myth. No, broke black men like fat women. Don't put that on us. I've said that for years. Don't put that lie on us. That's why you see brothers who ball out. They don't get all them overweight women like that. Brothers who ball, and when they get that record deal or that contract, whatever, they don't know. They get them something nice and fly. Let's be real. Let's be real. So yeah, I'm tired of that myth. These overweight white women pop up talking, oh, the black men just love me. No, sweetie. No. It's the dusty broke dudes. Don't put me in that category. Don't come around me smiling and giggling, because I ain't got shit for you. But a Subway sandwich and some curly fries or some shit. Get out of my face. Let's see who we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hi, this is Debbie. How are you?
Hey, Debbie, where you calling from, love?
I'm calling from New York.
There you go. What's on your mind, Deb?
I just wanted to touch back on the whole NAACP thing.
Yes.
And if you recall, they're the same people that wanted to give Donald Sterling another lifetime award.
Yeah.
After all his stuff was already on a record. So it's just, like, I don't know anybody who's really putting their faith or trust in the Spokane, Washington, NAACP, when they only have like 2.3% black population in the area anyway. Oh yeah. And again, I think that woman, she used that position as the president of that chapter to get in with other black organizations and to infiltrate. Because see, that's in the Negro community, that's a prestigious thing to say, I'm the president of an NAACP chapter. So now people kind of let you in if you are a black person who's the president of a Negro chapter of something. So again, I think that she was put in there. This is my conjecture. I speculate this, that she was put in there as an agent to go in there and infiltrate and get information and find out stuff and report it back to people. For her to have lived this lie and to sit up and put on a wig and tan no, I'm not thinking she's just doing it for the fuck of it. I talked about this in Hidden Colors 3. I said if there's something to be gained when they start giving out shit, white
people who are white supremacists, they're going to start claiming 1/28 black. They're going to start claiming some Negro ancestry in order to come up. It's going to be the whole $5 Indian thing where the white supremacists all claim to have a little piece of Indian. Even Rachel, this Rachel lady claimed to have some Native American in them, because then you can claim some of those casinos and some of that free land and all that stuff. So these people,
that's so true.
yeah, these people are master liars. Black folks don't understand. The white supremacists are the masters of lying. Y'all don't understand how deep their lies go. So it's real heavy.
Yeah, I was shocked that, Dr. Boyce Watkins was even caping for her, and everybody had to put him on blast on the stage, because they were like, wait a minute, you're talking about all these great things she did, but nobody can name at least 10 things that she's done that's so great. So why are we just running with this whole propaganda about she did so much good for the community? Like, what did she do? Right. Nobody can answer that until now.
Right. Hey, it's heavy, man. But thank you for the call, young lady. Yeah, I didn't know, I didn't hear Boyce Watkins cape for, so I don't know. I don't know what his perspective is, but I don't trust her as far as I can throw a damn stick at her. I don't trust her as far as I can throw a damn stick at her. Anybody faking the funk like that, I'm cool. I think like a hustler, man. You're an informant to me. You're a damn informant. It's better for me to speculate that you're an informant than for me to not speculate it. You dig? When I speculate you're an informant, I treat you as such. I ain't got nothing for you. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong, buddy? Man. Anyway. All right, let me get out of here. I got my kids, one of my other children, they're upstairs yelling and screaming. My kid right here, he's about to burp, and I hope he don't puke on me. But hey, we had a real talk tonight, man. It was real good to chop up game with everybody, get a lot of stuff out there and chop it up. Hey, man, y'all need to join me on tour, man. Y'all need to join me on tour. Tariq Radio, TariqLive.com. Let me give y'all the link. TariqLive.com. That's the link right there, family. Hold on, let me put it in the room. Y'all need to get your tickets right now to join me live in Philly, Atlanta, and Detroit. We're going to have a ball. We're going to have fun. The lecture is going to be great. We're going to have a great time. TariqLive.com, that is the website. Join me on tour starting in a couple of weeks from now. TariqLive.com, that is the website. Also, get Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3 at HiddenColorsFilm.com. Yes, indeed. Go to TariqElite.com and get all the fresh get. Are you taking a boo-boo, little boy? He's giving me the boo-boo grunt. All right, y'all. It's been real. Y'all have a good night, family. I'm out. Peace.